let's jump into the LeBron rumor first because there's a lot of other stuff we got to get to. But
Yeah.
this one's bubbled up a bunch because you have teams, according to many different reports now, that are preparing for LeBron James to ask for a trade this offseason. Teams that are actually, I guess, behind the scenes going, if he were to put himself out there, what would we have to move and what kind of pieces would we have to put together to make that happen, to bring a 38-year-old LeBron James in as a franchise-changing player? Now, the only reason I think this bubbled up is because of what he said the other night. Y'all know what the F should be happening. I don't need to talk. When he was talking about the team trying to build out a little bit more and with Anthony hurt and everything going on, not wanting to move top picks, all the stuff that we've heard about with the Lakers the last couple of weeks. So I guess, do you think there's any truth to the rumor that LeBron may want out of LA this offseason?
You know, we had this big conversation on the show the other night, and the question was asked LeBron like 6 different times. And so as he was walking off, he said this. And so you can, for me, LeBron ain't going nowhere. His kids are out here. He's established out here. He has his other kind of off the court stuff going on. That's one of the main reasons I think that he wanted to come to LA, for life after basketball. Okay. And so I don't think he's going anywhere. I just think he's saying, y'all know what the F needs to happen, meaning that, AD needs to get healthy. He needs to get healthy. And if we do make some moves, we get better. But I don't see it being anything but just, a guy walking off the podium and saying, okay, because you guys ask the same question a lot of times. Guys get frustrated.
Okay. Yeah, that man ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. He's not. I mean, for every reason that Rob just stated, he's not going. The only time he's going somewhere is when Bronny is able to get to the league and he's going to go put on a jersey or whatever franchise Bronny gets drafted by. And he may spend a year there just because he wants to be part of the, Ken Griffey Jr., Ken Griffey Sr., son playing with father on the same floor, same uniform at the same time. He wants to be part of that history as well. That man ain't going nowhere. He's not leaving Los Angeles. After, like you said, he's getting there because it's not just about basketball now. It's about life after basketball and establishing these things. Set up a home there. His wife loves it. Kids love it. Kids are in high school there. So, I mean, he ain't going nowhere. There's too many factors that keep him in Los Angeles if it's not just basketball. He's not going anywhere.
True.
But does your kids being in school, that's not really a...
No, but I think if you're LeBron and if you're somebody like him and
you can sort of write the rules.
Right.
You can sort of say this is what's going to happen.
And when Savannah comes to you and says, I like it here. Kids are in school. The weather's great. I love LA.
Not right now.
I was going to say.
Not right now.
You're right. Yeah,
the backyard's a pond. It's awesome.
Exactly.
If she lived anywhere else, you'd be getting what you're getting now often.
Yeah.
To some degree.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and possibly some snow, because everywhere, apparently during Christmas, everywhere except California and parts of Florida were above 50 degrees. Everywhere else was below 50 degrees.
And the crazy part, we always talk about his boys, but his daughter is an excellent dancer. And she has a great dance instructor out here. And it's a great opportunity for her to do some things beyond that if she's here. So we always talk about the boys. We sometimes forget about the daughters and the women of the family. But I think for him, we all know daughters are always, the father's best. They love him to death more than they love the boys. And I think that's probably one of the keys too, that if she starts all her dancing career in the way have you ever seen him dance? Have you seen her dance?
No.
Oh man, she can go.
Hold on, which daughter?
The youngest one.
The one. Okay, the baby. I was going to say, he got another daughter?
No, not the baby.
Okay,
the youngest daughter. I don't know their names, but I've seen them on TikTok.
I think her name is Zara.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
That's
his youngest.
She's a really good dancer.
You know what this whole thing is to me? This is the Kevin Durant effect. This is Kevin Durant got pissy, demanded a trade, and then LeBron got frustrated, and everyone went, "Here we go. This is Durant again. We got to get ready. Make sure you have the pieces in place." Because obviously when Durant threw down the gauntlet and said, I want out of here,
right,
nobody was ready for that.
Yeah.
Nobody had anything in place where they could make a deal with the Nets for Kevin Durant that made sense for both sides. So the minute LeBron gets mad all of a sudden it's, well, we got to put the pieces in place in case LeBron comes in off season. He goes, I want out of here. And then we make this move and we make this move. And to me, this is like a lot of wishful thinking on behalf of people that don't have any real leads on this. You know, people just going, well, we're going to put the pieces out there so that if he gets real pissed with the Lakers and they don't make the moves,
He gonna go over to the Clippers. He ain't going nowhere.
and that's the other question is too, where does 38-year-old LeBron make a difference? I mean, he's still an incredible player and he's playing a great game, but I mean, look, Tom Brady is showing you this year, Father Time's undefeated.
It is.
You know, so I mean, you got to ask yourself legitimately as a business person, if you want a franchise, how much longer can I lean on him? I mean, Dan Pamani said it.
Yeah.
You know?
Give all your ads for 1 year or 2 years, maybe.
Yeah.
Give up like 16 years for 2 years. Do you really want to do that?
Maybe two.
So. And I'll say this: unlike Kevin Durant, LeBron has never asked for a trade. He's never asked for a trade. He's never gone that we know of. But usually stuff like that, because if it became public knowledge with Kevin Durant, I don't see why it wouldn't become public knowledge somehow, some way with LeBron.
Haven't put it on one of his burners.
LeBron handles his business a little bit different than Kevin Durant.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Behind closed doors.
We may find out about, we tend to find out about this stuff, later. Hey, LeBron actually did.
Here's how it went down.
In his book.
Yeah.
But LeBron, I think he, everybody talks about, he's 400 plus points away from passing Kareem for the all-time scoring leader. How people are wondering, well, how's that going to feel? The Lakers under 500 and things of that nature, and him not being worried about it because he's a pass first type of guy. There's so many different storylines with LeBron, and there's always storylines with the Lakers. I just don't see him uprooting himself and, more importantly, his family, who enjoys Southern California, to go somewhere else. I just don't see it.
Yeah. I agree with both of you guys, but it's weird that teams are making preparations for something that's probably not ever.
Now, don't get me wrong. Now, if it's a great opportunity for both parties, I'm sure they will explore it a little bit more. So,
how far out is Bronny? He's 2 more years?
I think 2.
I think 3.
Is it 3?
I think 3. Yeah, because don't get me wrong. He's athletic as hell. But I think he has a problem with scoring sometimes. You know how this league is now. They look at the scoring aspect of it. Who knows, though? He could go to college next year if he goes, or whatever he does, and all of a sudden he becomes a dynamic scorer. But I just think he's 2 to 3 years out.
Is Sierra Canyon, is that a prep school?
Prep school, yeah.
Okay. All right, interesting. We'll see what happens.
We played him.
Like you said,
we played him on the 19th.
So Harvard Westlake versus Sierra Canyon.
Right.
Interesting.